Today my Vlog4, and I would like to share some advice for people who are about to step into some new exercise program or some other new challenge. It doesn't have to be physical, especially for very busy people. Although it may sound obvious, a lot of people step into something brand new and challenging, and I'll use as an example an intense exercise program, uh, like without any preparation. They could have been working very hard, not sleeping much, not eating well for weeks before that, and on one day they jump into, I don't know, very demanding gym routine or something like that, which is all good, but sometimes this forces them to kind of equalize and adapt. But I think what's better is to set up oneself a little bit better for success and stabilize when it comes to three fundamental, what I would call fundamental areas. So first is sleep. Second is nutrition, and the third one is, I would say, overall body mobility. So by sleep, I just mean have at least a week of reasonably long sleep. So reasonably long means at least 6 hours, ideally 8 hours. Because if you don't, it'll just feel worse, and ultimately you will have to fall, especially with physical routines. You will have to set to the rhythm of long sleeping. Second, nutrition, obviously big subject, but if your nutrition habits are not that good, then I would say at least have 3 meals a day and avoid eating anything that you would consider not healthy, even though what you consider reasonably healthy or harmless may not be that healthy and not that harmless. But at least have 3 meals a day, a reasonable amount of water to drink throughout the day, and do not eat anything that is unhealthy. And do not eat late, do not disturb your sleep. And the third area is body mobility, which means if you have any stiffness, any aches, anything like that, and if you don't do any exercise at all, just start with something. As a for starting, as a starting point, I would recommend just going for a walk every day, at least 30 minutes for a week. That's that's that is unlikely to harm anybody, and it actually gives good reset if you have been working very, very hard for last X amount of time. It also kind of triggers body to start adapting to certain physical routine. Another good thing to do is something with yoga, so stretches or asanas. If you don't know where to start, I would recommend sun salutations. Back in the day, when I worked very hard for long periods of time at the desk, my body was very tense. I was under a lot of stress, and I do remember sun salutations was something that takes very little time. It's relatively easy to learn, even from video. It's good to try. It's very energizing. It's very pleasant. It's not gonna strain anybody. If you follow a video with the right instruction and adaptations, then it's gonna be a pleasant experience, and it's gonna like literally re-energize you within 10 minutes of the day. It's still something that I do until this day. It's a good thing to do in the morning. So those two things, Sleep, nutrition, and overall body mobility is necessary to set yourself for success with any physical new routine, new challenging routine, but also for any challenge that you may face, especially if you're coming from a busy period of work. And in my next vlog, I'll try to also explain how you can assess how well you're doing in a more quantified manner, so you will have few metrics to look at to aid you in that assessment beyond your own just general feeling. So that's it for today, and live to surprise yourself.